Welcome back. This is the Definitive Yo-Yo, and today we are examining a new fish, and prison rules apply. This is the Bequest Yoyo's Legacy, a brand new yo-yo from a brand new company. Bequest Yoyos is the newest yo-yo startup headed up by Mr. Jabari Jenkins out of California. He's a graphic designer by trade, but his prototype I saw floating around earlier this summer. In his blog, which is up on Yo-Yo Expert, he said he went with an angular and speedy V-shape for performance, but wanted to give the illusion of an organic, so we have this bowl in the cup. I'll give you my take on things in a little bit. But what we have here is something very striking, especially visually, because we have a couple of things going on. We have circles, we got straight lines, we have right angles. It's very arresting and engaging. As far as its look is concerned, it looks like something Luftwork would do. Bold and industrial. Do you see that? The simplicity of it all? Comment down below if you agree. Simplistic and unassuming in its presentation, it fits right at home with my other grayed out, very dull yo-yos. I say dull, but what I really mean is eye-catching. Because no matter which way I'm looking at this yo-yo or how it's positioned, it always catches the light in such a way that it just draws you in. And it's a wide boy too. Look how much taller it is next to some normal size yo-yos. So, the hand feel. Well, that's where this thing really starts to make its mark. You feel every bit of angle on this yo-yo. All the cuts, all the angles, all the lines. You feel it. It's not abrasive, it's not painful, but you definitely feel it. And it is unabashed in its presentation, at least on the hand feel. Unusual to look at and unusual to touch. But before we get into its play dynamic, let's check the stats. I starred the width, which we already talked about, but I also starred the price because at $80, that's a little pricey for a monometal. But is it worth it? Check that out in a second. Before I throw it around, I was able to cop a video of it in action and in movement, so we're going to have a look at that. And then I'll give you my thoughts on it. A nice supercharger at the end. I'm still working on that last element right there, the catch. But this guy knows what he's doing, and he's got a yo-yo that looks perfectly suited for it. As I throw it, I'm gonna say this thing is absolutely without peer. It just feels so different. On the string, it feels a touch heavy, and there's a little balance issue. Nothing too major if you do a good throw, but on a bad throw, it does twist just a little bit. It's got a little heaviness to it, and there's a little slippage in the bind, but other than that, I think something about this yo-yo will just click with you. This is one of the most unique yo-yos of 2020. Definitely different than anything that I've played, but not in a bad way. I think Mr. Jenkins slipped up and made one of the best yo-yos ever. And I hope to see another one like this, because if anything comes out from him again on this level, I'm gonna be a huge fan. Check it out. And that's another one in the can, but check out what we get into for next time. This next one is a request. It is the Rahara Arc Sky. We'll check that out next week in another video. But in the meantime, This has been the Bequest of Yoyos Legacy Yo-Yo Review. I'm simply Mike, and I will check you guys out in the next one. Peace.